How to make your spouse feel amazing in 5 minutes. That's our topic. You definitely want to invest the next few minutes. If you have yet to subscribe, please hit the button. If you got a question, put it in the box. So how do you influence your spouse to feel good? I'm going to give you 3 ideas. These 3 ideas come out of my book, The 10-Minute Marriage Book, which is an incredible book with lots of little tools to be able to influence your marriage in minutes. I'm going to give you 3 tools right now to allow your spouse to go more positive. Number 1, go down memory lane. The positive memory lane, how you met, your first serious date, magical moments, when you experimented with this or did that or went to this concert or whatever, you have your own memory lane. Take some time and hold their hand and say, listen, do you remember? Do you remember this? Even ask them questions. How'd you feel in that situation? What do you remember about that circumstance? Get them to talk about the positives that you have a history of. Yes, along the way there's bumps. Along the way you're both flawed. Along the way there's challenges. But also along the way there's miracle moments. There's memories. There's positiveness. There's all that. And when you focus on that, you can change the emotional state of your spouse. The next thing you can do is what we call flooding in the same book, 10-Minute Marriage. And all you do is sit across from each other, look each other in the eye. This is all you say. I love you. The other person says, thank you. I love you. And they say, I love you. You say, thank you. I love you. You do that for 1 solid minute with eye contact. Now, sometimes they might cry or try to duck. Make them stay with you. Because if they'll let your love into their heart, it takes about a minute. It can radically shift their emotional state. And when they really believe what you're saying to them, it can click and change the whole rest of your day. Okay? One more example of a tool. Now, this one takes a little bit of time and a little bit of forethought. So you might have a couple of these in that secret place where you store stuff. And it's called My Love Letter to You. And all it is a couple paragraphs of you writing, if I was writing you a love letter today, and then you just go on. I would tell you that the last decades of my life have been filled with watching you grow, mature, being handsome or beautiful or strong, seeing you become a parent that was remarkable in some way. And you just go on for a couple paragraphs. Okay, these you can write ahead of time if you want, or just put it on your phone, not the same day of the month, and just periodically write one. And what will happen is when you say, listen, I want to share a love letter with you, they're going to totally stop whatever they're doing, and they're going to want to hear what you feel and think about them. Because both of us want to be seen. Both of us want to be validated and heard. And when that happens inside your marriage, it can totally radically change the dynamics. And you can influence how to make your spouse feel amazing. Now, we all know that the day in, day out, kids, homework, feeding, shopping, cooking, cleaning, all of that can be a challenge. Even if you're retired, okay, you still have your daily routines, and you have grandchildren, and you have all these other responsibilities. And it takes some time to just focus on each other and to be intentional. If you want your spouse to go from whatever humdrum place they're in to feeling amazing, all you have to do is some intentionality, and you can make their day amazing. And once you do that, here's the wonderful thing. So many things I share on all these YouTubes, and I really do want you to subscribe. It's a two-way street. How are you going to feel if your spouse looks you in the eye and says, I love you for a whole minute? You're going to feel amazing. How are you going to feel if you write a letter about love and you read it to them and you watch their eyes? Imagine how you're going to feel. See, these tools work when you decide that you're going to be intentional. But it's kind of like exercise. You exercise and you actually feel good when you do it. And when you exercise these principles of proactively, going down memory lane, every once in a while, pull a memory, maybe write down all these memories, put them in that same secret place, and just review it and go, oh my gosh, do you remember when we went to this amusement park when we were dating and how you wobbled off the roller coaster and I held you and it made you feel so safe that you didn't want to get off the bench and we kissed for 10 minutes. Do you remember that? Can we just practice that again? Let's just get on the sofa and practice that 10-minute kissing thing. Well, now you feel better, they feel better, and you have shifted whatever was going on with their day. We do have the ability to influence, not change, but we can influence things. And when you do the things I'm suggesting, and I would get the 10-minute marriage book because there's so much more. It's like marriage counseling in a book, okay? And all the exercises are like this. They're short, they're doable. You can just pick and choose off the menu, and you can have an incredibly different marriage. So if you're in a challenging place in your marriage and you need help, because sometimes you do, Heart to Heart Counseling Center is here for you. Just give us a call, 719-278-3708. We'll be happy to help you get through those bumpy periods if you're having one. And if you're not, I want you to really enjoy each other. So please subscribe. If you got a question, put it in the box. And as always, take the next right step for you.